So we finally have some good news for Hollow Knight SilkSong. After what seems like years of just radio silence on the game, and the game just disappearing from the radar for a lot of people. It just seemed like this game was just remaining in development purgatory for quite a long time. And now we finally have some good news that Hollow Knight SilkSong is finally on the way. So I decided to do a little bit of research onto this subject, and it appears that we have a release trailer for Hollow Knight SilkSong, and the good news is that the game is currently on the way, but the bad news is the game isn't coming out until like next month. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the game comes out next week, actually. At least by the time of the recording of this video, it is currently August 27th on a Wednesday, and the game does come out on all platforms on September 4th. So I even double checked the PlayStation stores just to be extra safe to see if I was right. And yes, the game is officially coming out on September 4th. So Hollow Knight Silksong has been one of the most anticipated indie games probably of all time, at least in my opinion, because I have not seen so much people and so much excitement for an indie developer game like this. Now, I've been hearing a lot of people saying that this game has been not in development hell, because that's not the right term for it. I've been hearing the exact opposite, and it was in development heaven, which is quite a shocker, because I think this is the first ever game to ever be in development heaven, which is very, very rare in the gaming industry. Because usually we have games in development hell that should have released like ages ago, and there are so many problems with those games. I mean, you look at games like Skull and Bones, for example. That game has been stuck in development hell, I think, for like an entire decade at this point, like for like 10 years, and the game came out just as bad as everyone thought it would. And literally nobody plays that game. But yet, we have Hollow Knight Silksong doing the opposite, where it's in development heaven, and it's basically proving to everyone, hey, we know the game has been stuck in development purgatory for a while. We haven't really told or talked about it that much, but here's our trailer now. It's coming out on September 4th, and this is when the game's finally coming out. So it just seems like, at least for some people, this has been like a surprise out of nowhere. Like, this is the comparison I'm gonna be making, okay? This is like the equivalent of dealing with a Fortnite bush camper, and then that bush camper just, instead of killing you, it presents you with a brand new indie developer game. Like, oh hey, guess what? We just popped out of the woodworks. Here's a brand new, fully polished indie developer game that has been stuck in development for ages. But guess what? It's finally coming, everybody, so get ready to enjoy a gem of a game. Like, that's basically what I'm getting at here. Like, this game just surprised people. It came out of nowhere. Some people were not aware of it, some people were. It just seemed like a really nice surprise for a good portion of people in the gaming industry, especially because in today's dark ages of modern gaming, we have been getting a lot of pretty bad video games as of recently. I mean, you look at the Call of Duty games, for example, that have been dropping the ball so hard, especially with the Black Ops 7 reveal trailer that has been getting mass downvoted, and it's been getting dislike bombed to oblivion. But yet, Hollow Knight Silksong is getting the exact opposite reaction, and it's getting so many positive likes. I think the trailer for Hollow Knight Silksong got over, I think, 484k positive likes, at least by the time of the recording of this video. It might be even higher than that, but it just goes to show that so many people are just looking forward to this game, and they are finally glad that they got some news on this game from the developers, which is Team Cherry. Because you gotta think, Hollow Knight Silksong has been in development for a very long time, and I could be 100% wrong about this next part, but I think Hollow Knight Silksong was originally supposed to be some kind of like DLC for the original Hollow Knight, and then they decided, you know what, this game is just so big, we'll just make it its own standalone game, and we'll see where the game goes from there. So, I'm gonna say this right now. I definitely do plan on getting Hollow Knight Silksong. I have played the original Hollow Knight, and I'm still playing through that game right now, but I just had so many games on my plate that I still been working on. And I still have a lot of other games I wanted to play, like Kazan the First Berserker. I've been wanting to play through Baldur's Gate 3 with a couple of buddies, and we're still going through Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm still playing through Kazan the First Berserker, so I got my hands pretty full right now. So I might have to make some time and some space for Hollow Knight Silksong. But hey, in today's dark ages of modern gaming, it's good to see that we have a beloved game that is finally coming out. And it looks like this might be a game of the year contender. As long as Team Cherry plays their cards right, and as long as they don't drop the ball here, which I highly doubt that's going to happen, but you'll never know. You just got to expect the unexpected. But hey, man, it's always better to be extra safe than sorry. I want this game to come out and do good, but I don't want Team Cherry to drop the ball here because they have been cooking pretty good as of recently. So, like I said, as long as they play their cards right and as long as the game delivers what they promise, this could quite honestly be one of the best games of all time and probably a game of the year contender. So, with this being said, thank you everyone for watching and for listening. And until next time, I'm talking about Hollow Knight Silksong, and I will see you all later.